Welcome to the Avata solution demo video. Today we're going to talk about eLync, the Avata Enterprise Integration Platform, which connects your on-premise tools with the Oracle Cloud. My name is Robin Moyersons. I'm a solution architect and I'm also responsible for Avata Cloud apps. I have 20 years experience in supply chain planning and I will be happy to guide you through our eLync solution. Avata and Oracle has a long history together. So Avata has always been one of the prime partners for implementing the VCP solutions, the value chain planning solutions for Oracle. Avata has also been a co-developer for the Oracle Cloud supply chain planning solutions. In that matter, we noticed that there are here and there some add-ons that could be very useful for customers. And this is where we developed some tools in the Avata Express, tools like safety stock calculation, a scheduling board. If you would like to know more about those tools, please check our websites for additional videos. Today, we're going to talk about eLync, and eLync is really about all tying together. It's a user-friendly platform where we have pre-configured adapters, cloud adapters, that allow you to plug in with other on-premise ERP tools or legacy tools or flat files, and then run your data and publish them to the cloud. We have the underlying technologies also Oracle, so we have built everything in Oracle. So it's not that we're bringing new technology; it's all native Oracle, and this is the way we can easily talk to the Oracle cloud applications, but also we can easily connect with other tools which are on-premise, JDE, EBS, SAP, Excel files, as we will see. So but it's more. It's not just picking up data; it's also working with data. Yeah? So it's often the question is, where do I store my additional data? How can I modify some item codes? So if I want to add an item, where do I do this? Do I need to run to the full setup of SAP, or can I just plug in somewhere an item? So this is where we are sitting with the master data management wizard. This is something I will show you later on in the demo. We also saw some gaps in cloud sourcing and contracts integration with JDE. So this is really a predefined socket for specifically for cloud for sourcing and contracts coming out of JDE. Then we also have a very important one is the Avata Cloud Transition Tool. Currently, we have a huge customer base using the mantra, but they will move slowly to the cloud, so demand management cloud. And this transition, because we have now experience already in this transition, we have built this into our eLync solution. So it's for the users, it's going to be a very simple approach and very straightforward. So not reinventing the wheel for every customer. Today, we're going to talk about the master data management wizard and also talk about a little bit about collections. Yeah? So when we talk about this whole integration, yeah, you see on the left hand side we pick up data from Excel, or we pick them up from flat files or Oracle JDE ABS, or perhaps or also SAP, and then it comes into the eLync environment, yeah, where we have a staging area, a core, and a publish. Yeah? And in this full environment, this is where you can do your data management, where you can also very important run technical and functional data validation. Yeah? Because one of the challenges many companies are faced with is data accuracy. You know the saying crap in, crap out. Well, this is where we avoid putting crap into the cloud. Yeah? We put in logic based on our years and years of supply chain experience. We know how data should connect together. If you define, for instance, transport lanes, we will investigate, like if you have a demand but you're missing a transport lane, we will tell you upfront, like, okay, you have created demand, but you will never be able to source it, so it will throw errors. So this is where in eLync, where we're gonna all validate this, and also where you can do some additional simulations on this one. Yeah. In the eLync, we go from staging, which is actually your rough data set coming out of this out of the multiple sources, going into the core, where in the core you can really start playing around with your data, having different versions of your data, adding them, doing calculations on it, whatever. Yeah? And when you're ready for it, you can publish them to the cloud. So I would be happy to take you to the application. So what you see here, it's also web-based, so no local install for your on-premise, so you can take it all out of the cloud. So it's web-based, and you have a collection area. So the collection area is where you are actually going to pick it up from the different sources. As said, you can pick it up from databases, you can pick it up from ERP tools. There are a number of data points where you can pick this up. Once you're there, yeah, once you have picked them up, yeah, you come into the staging areas. Yeah, so the staging area is where you're gonna sit all your data, and in the staging area itself, here again you can start doing some manipulations on your rough data. So you can, for this one, you can, for instance, import as well data from flat files for whatever. So no need to have complex scripts or whatever. You can do it manually over here, or you can automate this one. It's all possible here. You can delete a row, you can add a row. So it's multiple manipulations possible over here. So this is your staging area. So once you have done that, you go into the load data environment, and this is where you can start saying, okay, now I want to have them into the core system, and where you have then the possibility to do a full refresh or do a net change. Yeah? So full refresh is setting, it's clearing your data. Net change, it's looking at what's already there, and it's only making the changes to the data. It depends on how you want this to be set up. As soon as you're going into core, you can create different versions of your data. You define keys to your data sets and the versions, different scenarios to call. Yeah, that's why you have a base and scenario one and so on. And as soon as you do this, you can also run your data validation. Meaning, once you run the data validation, you can check out in the log files, in the log settings. You can then view if whatever that's wrong in there, and you can see for this one. Yeah, you see how much is there. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah. And it says, for instance, this one, unknown resource. Yeah. So it will tell you that you have created a work center which cannot be used in that environment. Yeah. So you have we have seen, then you have then the load data. So then you're going to load data into the core, and then you go to the data management. But in the load data, there is also a functionality that's often requested, that's where you have the possibility to create items from an existing item. Yeah, if you wanna in planning, you wanna do some simulations or whatever. So that this is where you can do some item setup. If you wanna say duplicate item, I can duplicate this item from this data set to that data set. Or of course you can create from scratch. Yeah? Same thing goes for a production line, where in the production line you can define, I want to copy the routings as well, and so on. In data management, you have then the possibility to work with your data. Yeah? All data can be time phased. So if we look here at the data set, so you have some search criteria, and over here you have the headers. Yeah, and if you click on one of the records, yeah, then you will see down here by period all the different data. So all data can be time phased and uploaded in this method up to the cloud. You can make then changes to all the selections. You can update with multiply. There is possibilities where you can add them, you can multiply for your whole selection. Once you have done this whole data management stuff, this is where you then can go publish. Yeah? There is a publish section that you can publish your data, and this will then finally start uploading the data into the cloud. Yeah? With some, you can store them with a label, so for later review on checking out on the data. This was a small demo on focused on the master data manage wizard. If you need more info, please don't hesitate to contact us, or you find all the details on Facebook or on avata.com. Thank you.